I just don't understand why Michael hasn't died of old age. And I know that sounds super insensitive, but like when he went after his first, if we're going off of the original,
Hmm.
like when he was first taken, he was like, what? I don't know, 9,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And Lori was a baby. Like she was a baby. So like if you go to Halloween Ends, Lori has full blown gray hair. She is an older woman, beautiful. How old is Michael? Like at what point is this man gonna break a hip? Like you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be insensitive, but like
I mean,
does Michael Myers have burial insurance? I have questions as someone that works in the cemetery business. Does he have arrangements? Or like, I mean, again, when is he going to break a hip? Because Lori she's up there in age. She's looking great for her age, don't get me wrong. But like,
right.
again, Michael Myers is like 9 years older. And clearly he probably hasn't been to a doctor.
Today we have a special guest. Um, Today we're going to be talking about the horror genre, and this episode is called Screams, Dreams, and Creepy Things. Tonight I have Miss Creep'n Meech, right? Creep'n Meech.
Creep'n Meech, yep.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good.
So I've been following you for a little bit. I see that you talk about mostly the horror genre. So if you could, I'm not a big horror fan. I do have my select movies and TV shows that I've watched, but I'm not into the big Conjuring or the whole Freddy Krueger thing. Even though it was made in the '80s, I'm still scared and I won't watch it by myself. But why do you think people enjoy horror movies?
I think people enjoy horror movies because it allows you to really face your fears from the comfort of your own home. Like you can put on a scary movie and know that whatever you're about to watch is going to scare you, but you are at every moment safe. Um, and I also think that it's a good way to kind of like I don't know, like view the world. Like I watch a lot of horror movies and like I know in my head there's not going to be a serial killer at every turn, but in my head I'm like, well, what if there is? I'm going to know what to do. So I think people resonate with it.
They like they love the thrill of it. I
Oh
would
yeah.
say. I
They love
mean,
the thrill of it. They love the thought because I mean, in your day to day, it can be very mundane and very routine. And sometimes it's nice to like put on something that is just kind of messed up and really scary and makes you think about it.
true. Oh, I can remember the first scary movie I've watched, and that was actually Halloween H2O.
Okay, okay. That was the
That's what
first one.
that was my very first one. I
So
mean,
my very first one, I would say my earliest memory. I remember my sisters would babysit me. So my sisters are like 10 years older than I am, and
mhm.
they would babysit me when I was like 3. And they would put on Halloween and then they would turn out all the lights in the house and chase me around. And it was
Oh,
terrifying.
I do this every spooky season. I will sit there and watch a marathon of Halloween movies. I haven't watched the Rob Zombie ones yet. I don't know about
Okay.
it. I don't think it's really canon with the whole Halloween
So I
movie.
don't think it's canon. I definitely don't think it's canon, but they're good. They're fun.
Like I like what was this other movie? He did a couple movies that I can't remember. It
Like
had
the
like
Devil's Rejects
yes.
and like
Oh,
House of a Thousand Corpse. Yep.
I haven't seen A
Those ones
House
are
of Thousand,
fantastic.
but Devil's Rejects. Oh. love the movie, especially the clown in that movie. I can't remember his name, but
Captain Spaulding, yeah, he's
yes,
awesome. He is awesome.
one of my favorite movies that he's directed. So I might give that Halloween movie a try.
You
Um,
should. It's pretty good.
but one of them was Season of the Witch,
Okay,
which
okay.
was mm,
I just recently watched Season of the Witch and I was not as happy with it. I
right.
remember when I was younger, I heard that like Michael Myers wasn't in it, so I didn't want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then as an adult, I was like, okay, like this is going to give some clarity. And like I think I think if this movie had been made without the title Halloween in it
Mm-hmm.
and was just Season of the Witch, it would have worked. But I
Exactly.
think because they meshed it in with Michael Myers and like Halloween, it just was very confusing. Like I thought towards the end when they were going to put on the mask
Mm-hmm.
that maybe all the kids were going to become serial killers. That's what I thought. I was like, yeah, this makes sense. This is great. All the kids wearing these masks, that would explain why Michael went crazy, and I get it. And then they turned to bugs and mush, and I was like, I what what happened? Why did Michael's mask do what Michael's mask did, and all these other kids just turned to bugs?
It made no sense
But
whatsoever.
I love the mask designs. I thought they were fun. I like the music leading up to it, and again, the concept was really good. I just think that because of the title of Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
that's where its downfall was. I think it needed to be a standalone
It
for
should have
sure.
been.
It should have been. It should have been.
Should have been. So you've seen virtually all the Halloween movies, I'm guessing, right?
I have. I've seen
Okay.
all of them at least once.
Once. Okay. So the Halloween ends.
Okay.
I I have a bone to pick with them about the ending.
Okay.
How they just threw Michael Myers in a wood chipper and called it a day.
I mean, Michael is really hard to unalive,
Hmm.
and I feel like that might have been the only way. I mean, because we've seen other killers get like burned to death, and
Yeah.
I mean, Michael was beheaded. I want everyone to remember that in one of the movies. I mean, I get that they did a switcheroo, and I get that, but like in hindsight, he was beheaded, and like he came back from that. So like how does he come back from a wood chipper? Like maybe that was their thought process is like this you can't come back from.
Really can't. But now
Like
his sister has the mask. So what does that mean?
that is a good question. I mean, is she gonna continue the reign of terror? Is she
Right?
gonna hang it on her wall as like a remembrance?
It doesn't make I mean, if you're gonna kill Michael Myers, get rid of the mask, get rid of the weapon, and not just let her. I mean, maybe it's something for her to like look at as like, wow, he's like really gone.
Right. I
But
just don't understand why Michael hasn't died of old age. And I know that sounds super insensitive, but like when he went after his first, if we're going off of the original,
hmm
like when he was first taken, he was like, what? I don't know, 9,
yeah,
right?
hmm
And Lori was a baby. Like she was a baby. So like if you go to Halloween Ends, Lori has full-blown gray hair. She is an older woman,
hmm
beautiful. How old is Michael? Like at what point is this man going to break a hip? Like you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be insensitive, but like
I
do
mean,
does Michael Myers have burial insurance? I have questions as someone that works in the cemetery business. Does he have arrangements? Or like, I mean, again, when is he going to break a hip? Because Lori she's up there in age. She's looking
mhm,
great for her age, don't get me wrong. But like,
right?
again, Michael Myers is like 9 years older. And clearly he probably hasn't been to a doctor. Like,
No,
right? Like, so like I would have to assume he's in bad health. Like,
He's been
was the
burned.
wood chipper necessary? I would like to see Michael Myers in a nursing home. That's what I
just
want to see.
just wheeling his
Yes.
chair
Yes.
with his weapon on his lap.
Yes. And Lori's just like, you're not going to get me. Like, I just, like, that's the next movie. We're going to find out that it wasn't Michael and the wood chipper. It was some
Somebody
guy named
else.
Don that
Yeah.
just wrong place, wrong time.
Hmm.
Michael put the mask on him again because Michael's a tricky, he's so
Right?
tricky.
So, do you think
Man.
horror movies bring people together?
Oh, for sure. I think horror movies bring people together in ways that no other genre does.
Hmm.
Um, and I say that because I feel like with like Marvel movies and like superhero movies, that's so pop culture that when you walk into a store
Hmm.
and you see a person wearing a Captain America shirt,
Hmm.
you don't have an instinct to speak to that person.
Right.
But when I walk into a store, if I see someone with any horror, anything on their body, a tattoo, an earring, a hair clip, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your hair clip. I acknowledge them because seeing pop culture, horror pop culture is not, I mean, it's starting to become better. I mean, we're
Hmm.
seeing a lot of like Art the Clown. We
Hmm.
do see a lot of like Jason. So we are seeing it more and more, but it's I feel like it's a different thing to walk into a room and see someone that's wearing like a horror movie t-shirt. I
Hmm.
always will be like, hey man, I really like your shirt. Like I pointed out, and I've had people point out when I've been in stores where they're like, oh my gosh, you're wearing, a psycho shirt. That's awesome. I love that movie. And like I think it definitely brings people together for sure. I think it's like it's a sign for the weirdos. Like I think it's very similar to people that like anime. Like
Right.
my daughter is really big into anime, and if
Mm.
she walks into a room and sees someone wearing something with anime on it, she's immediately more comfortable with that person because that she knows that they immediately speak her language.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's very similar where we recognize our weirdos.
Like for me, I know this is a children's show, but I still watch it to this very day. Power Rangers.
Okay, yep. I
Oh,
was a big Power Rangers fan. The
oh God.
original, yeah.
My even though I have like a background right now,
Yeah,
the amount of money that I've spent on toys,
Power Rangers.
yeah, God, it's sickening.
That's awesome.
I have one right next. I have the Titanus, which is a large carrier Zord,
Okay,
um,
okay.
which I can't fit on my shelves at the moment, so it's in the box.
No, that's
But
awesome. I'm also kind of feeling like nostalgic stuff like that from like the 80s and 90s is starting to really come back. Because like if I see someone wearing like a Rugrats t-shirt, I'm definitely
oh,
gonna be like, hey man, it's a cool shirt. Holy crap.
definitely, definitely. Oh
Like,
God,
yeah, you gotta point that stuff out.
it's some of the shows I can't watch like even my old shows. I'll be happy
I
then.
so I have really like since I've started my horror journey, I've been trying to
Mhm.
figure out like where I land, like what's my niche. Um, and I've really found that like I like rewatching a lot of the like gateway horror type stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, as bad as it looks, because it's very bad. It's not great, but it's been fun rewatching it and reliving it and like re-diving into it. So I get
Oh
it. There
yeah.
are some shows that I'm like, oh, this is hard to watch.
Speaking about shows, um, I was watching one of your videos, and it was "Are You Afraid of the Dark?" And after I saw your video, I immediately watched the first episode,
Yeah,
and just the first episode was so bad.
it was so bad. It's so I feel like almost all of the episodes I've watched the first season so far have not been good. And I like
Mm-mm.
keep telling myself, I'm like, no, there's good episodes. They're coming. I have not fully reached the good episodes yet. I feel like the last one, the one you probably just recently watched, that was probably the best one I've seen so far this season. I'm like, I'm ready for the good ones. Like, let's get to some of the good episodes.
Oh, it's so good. Like I'm trying to find a list of episodes here, but I don't think I could find them.
I like, there are a few standout ones. The Tale of the Whispering Woods, that
Mm-hmm.
one is with the like Girl Scouts. That one was really good. Um, the Tale of the Dead Man's Float, the one with the like ghost in the pool. That one was terrifying. Um, there's one about a dollhouse
Mm-hmm.
that just creeped me out. I wouldn't say it was scary, but it was just like I remember it was very unsettling. I'm excited to rewatch that one. That one's going to be a good one.
I found them. Um, First one, episode one, The Tale of the Phantom Cab.
Yeah, it wasn't
Th-
good. It wasn't good.
Oh, it's so bad. And this kid was trying to get into the Midnight Society, and I'm like, if I ever heard that scary story, he would never be in Midnight Society.
I have come up with a theory because the first episode and the kid that's trying to get in, that's Frank.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank is kind of a bully. So like I'm trying to convince myself that like Frank just bullied his way in. He was like,
Right.
"This is my bull crap story, and you're gonna let me in, or I'm gonna steal your lunch money tomorrow." Like, so I feel like they let him in just so they could like, have lunch tomorrow.
Seriously. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm hoping that one of the good episodes will be one of Frank's. That way he'll have like a redeeming quality. Because so far I did not like that story. It wasn't good.
and watching it while I was a kid, um, just the intro theme alone
Yeah.
creeped me the hell out.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just,
I was explaining. So like it's been kind of wild trying to explain to my 14-year-old
hmm
how life was when I was her age. And so, like, I explained to her, I was like, there are some episodes that I probably have never seen because it only came on once a week. And
hmm
if you missed it, that was it. Like, you missed it. Like, there was no, like, there wasn't, like, the chances of you catching the exact one that you missed on a rewatch is like impossible.
exactly.
And so like I told her, I was like, there are certain ones that like you definitely miss, and then there are some ones that like you were lucky enough to be there for.
hmm
Um, kids don't get that anymore. Kids can just sit there and binge the whole season in one sitting.
And
They don't
just
get it.
because I remember it was either at 7 or 7:30 the show would be on.
Right.
Prior prior to that, I was watching The Simpsons at 7 o'clock,
Right.
and then the show comes on at 7:30. The other show that I loved to watch was Goosebumps, even though it was like really cheesy sometimes.
Goosebumps was good. I definitely was still a bigger fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then the other one I was really big into, for whatever reason, this one did not come on at nighttime. It
hmm
came on like Saturday afternoon, like
hmm
early afternoon, which was Erie, Indiana. Have you ever seen or heard of that one?
I was a big Fox Kids fan. Didn't care about WB. It was on Fox Kids
I
Saturday.
have seen every episode of Erie, Indiana. I love Erie, Indiana so much. I've actually done a full rewatch with my kid and she loves it. Like some of the episodes are just so
hmm
ridiculous. And I think that's why I like it so much. Like the pilot episode where they're like in Tupperwares. Like it's so ridiculous. It's
Oh
so
man,
good though.
that was a good show. Definitely a good show.
Yeah, Erie,
Um,
Indiana was a good one where it was like it was kind of like sci-fi meets,
Hmm.
I don't even want to say horror, but kind of horror. Like there were some kind of creepy themes
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely. So, what are some of your horror subgenres that you like or want to get into?
So recently, so I always love slashers. I always love zombies, but recently I've really been like dipping my toes into like religious and cult type stuff.
Hmm.
As much as it terrifies me, I'm also like very fascinated by it.
Right.
Um, and so I've declared November is for Satan. So this whole month I've been just diving into cults and just learning all about the different cult movies that there are.
Uh, so have you watched La Llorona?
I haven't. I've heard of it. I've heard of it and it's been on my watch list, but I have not watched that one yet.
So La Llorona, it's actually based on a um myth or like a what's that other word I'm looking for?
Urban
Uh
legend?
yes, urban legend in Mexico. It's about a lady who drowned her two kids,
That's crazy.
and now she comes back as a spirit looking for her two kids that she killed.
I did hear that it was based off of some folklore, urban legend. And I think that's like half the fun of why I want to watch it. I just have not had a chance to sit down with it yet.
It is a good. I've watched it. It's one of the
Okay.
Conjuring movies that I've watched. I've watched. Have I watched all three of them? Because I don't like that type of. I don't watch that type of stuff. But I gave it a
Right.
chance. I had all the lights on during the day, windows, shades up, and everything, so I could watch it. Because am I scared? Absolutely
That's
scared
so
shitless.
funny.
So I've watched all three Conjuring movies and The Nuns. So that's part of the Conjuring universe. So I've watched
Right.
that. It's a pretty good movie. I mean,
Yeah.
was it what I say? It's like scary, like Conjuring. Depends,
Okay.
but definitely good watch. A good watch.
It's
I haven't
funny because
watched.
I feel like most of the movies that I would be like are scary.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because horror is so subjective. Like
Right.
it's super subjective. Like what freaks me out might not freak you out or might completely freak out the next person. So it's definitely very interesting. Like, yeah, I don't do a lot of the jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind them, but they're just not my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want the dread. Build the dread.
No, I can't do jump scares either. Like it's just silent and the person's just walking, looks back, there's nothing there, looks forward, nothing there, looks back again, and then all that music just comes out. No, don't give me that. I'm okay.
See, see, I'm really big into like found footage movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I love watching movies like that where it makes you feel like you're watching something that could potentially be real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also like you have to actually pay attention to the movie. I
Yes.
feel like a lot of other movies are really easy to just like grab your phone and kind of like zone out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to fall back into the movie once you've done that. But with like found footage, you might miss something that is so scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's like so like just the slightest movement that can like really shake you to the core. So,
Yeah, that's what well, when I watched the last Conjuring movie, it was just me and just two other people that I don't know in the theater.
oh my
And I'm
goodness.
looking around like something stared at me. I hate watching no. So
Right,
so all this time it's just looking in the background. I wasn't like even paying attention to the actual, characters.
right.
just to make sure that there was like nothing hiding in the background, making sure that nothing's gonna, 100%
Oh,
of the
for
time that
sure.
doesn't work.
For sure.
Which movies would you recommend to a first time horror movie watcher?
Ooh, that's a good question. I always would say to stick with like gateway horror, so stuff that's not going to be so scary that like it's going to completely turn you away. So like the staples, if you want to get into like creature features, I would definitely say Jaws.
Hmm.
Jaws is iconic. It's not too scary, but it's just one of the most perfect movies. Um, I would say slashers, you could honestly go with really any of the classics.
Hmm.
Um, but I would say go with Jason, but the original actually doesn't have Jason in it.
I have never watched the original. Jason's not in the original?
No, Jason's not the
Really?
original killer. I
Oh.
just ruined that for you. No.
I mean, I've watched a couple of Jason films, so I would just assume that he would be in the first one.
So have you seen the original Scream?
Yes.
Okay,
That
so there's a question in there. The very opening scene, he asked her, "Who is the killer in Friday the 13th?" And she says, "Jason." And he said, "No, that's a trick question because Jason actually is not in the original movie. It's his mother who is the killer. And you don't actually see Jason till part two. The second movie is when Jason comes in. So I would say that, but
You know what? I've never paid attention to that. I thought that was just part of the script.
no, I mean, so it really is a trick question. So like a lot of people, if because again, you think of Friday the 13th, you immediately think of Jason, but
Right.
Jason actually doesn't get his iconic look until part three. Because part one is Pamela. You actually never see the killer until the very end.
Hmm.
Part two, he wears the sack over his head, and then part three, he actually gets his mask. But Jason is not in the original. You only see him as a little boy in that one, which it builds up to like why Pamela does what she does.
Now I have to go watch that movie.
It's so good. It's so good. Um, but yeah, I would definitely say sticking to um the really good like gateway type horrors. You know what? For slashers, I'm actually gonna say Clown in the Cornfield. Clown in the Cornfield is it's brand new
Hmm.
and it's just enough to get you that itch of, all right, do you like slashers? Because it's not so extreme
Hmm.
that you're like turned off from it, but it's enough to be like, okay, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a fun story. It was a fun ride. Um, Totally Killer is another really good one for slashers.
Hmm.
That one I think is a very unique ride. Um, yeah, I would honestly say just sticking with gateway type horrors, the ones that aren't so extreme or so complex that it's hard for you to actually enjoy the genre itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great recommendations. So let's go. So let's go back. I am a big Stephen King movie watcher. I've
Okay.
watched. I haven't watched all of the movies based on Stephen King's books, but the select few that I have watched, like um, The Long Walk, amazing movie. Um,
Not seen The Long Walk. That
oh,
one I have not. I don't know if I'm going to see it. I'm like, I've heard
I
it's good.
it is good, intense. Like I've heard that I actually have the book here. I'm gonna read the book. because they I've been told that the ending is different in the book than the movie, which
Okay.
I'm not happy about. But I mean, the ending I wasn't really happy about. But such an intense movie.
Right.
Rose Red, I've watched. Um, which Cujo, love. What's the movie with the car?
Christine.
Christine, that's the other good one. But with one of the other ones that's like really my favorite, and I should have just watched this one first and then watched the remake after. It.
Okay.
I've watched the remake part chapter one and chapter two, and then like probably like years after that movie came out, I've watched the original It made for TV.
Okay.
100% better than the remake.
For sure. For sure.
100.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like, I think that, I don't know, 80s, I feel like the 80s just knew what they were doing when it came to
Simple.
horror movies.
Doesn't need to be all dramatic or anything. Just
It
simple
doesn't,
horror.
like, it's so funny because, like, some of the scenes that are in the original It are just so iconic and, like, inherently aren't even that scary. Like, the scene of him with the balloons in the sewer,
Mm-hmm.
like he's not even doing anything menacing. He's just standing there and he's waving. Like you would think that it's not, and he's like even waving like this, like it's so like not scary, but like that is scary. And like I remember the shower scene where he like sucks the balloon in.
Yep.
That scene, I again, like it shouldn't be as scary as it is, but it worked. I think the remake did a really good job of like, I feel like in the 2000s, we really entered the gore era.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all about the gore. I think that the new It did a very good job of delivering the gore factor, and making a little bit more scary. Um, I just also think that there's just something really special about the original. Like the original with Tim Curry, there's just something special about it. And I think the other thing is like that the remakes Pennywise, when you look at him, he just looks off.
Mm-hmm.
And with Tim Curry's Pennywise, he just looks like a clown. And I think that's what's more scary about him is that when you look at him, you're like, oh my God, it's just a clown. And then you know what he's going to do.
It,
Yeah, I think that like Tim Curry's version is a lot scarier because he looks not scary.
right.
Like he just looks like a clown. And that's what's scarier about him. Whereas, like, if you put to the two Pennywises and asked and told me I had to go to one of them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to Tim Curry's because he seems less threatening.
Right.
So,
It's
yeah,
less threatening is more scary.
yeah, less threatening is more scary. I agree. I agree. I mean, again, I do think that the remakes makeup is more iconic. Like
Right.
you can now recognize the little swirl in the dots
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. Um, but again, I just think that that one is automatically off.
Oh yeah. What do you think about Stranger Things?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me
We
too.
are we actually that's why my content has been a little slow the last couple months because me and my daughter have been doing a full rewatch and we are on the final episode of season 4. I've thought about making a video because season 4 has been the hardest season for me to get through because
Mm-hmm.
you know how everybody has a favorite character. Everyone has a favorite character.
Right.
Mine is Eddie. I know everybody is on the Eddie train, but here's the thing. I knew someone when I was in middle school that
Hmm.
was exactly like Eddie. Um, and when I watch Stranger Things, I see my friend who has since passed away. And there are things that my friend had done for me that just really embody who Eddie Munson is as a character.
Hmm.
And so I know his death is coming. And I know it's this last episode, and I just my heart. But I am very excited for the new season. I'm very excited.
My favorite character is Max.
Okay,
And
okay.
when she wouldn't respond and wouldn't get out of that trance, I'm like, my heart broke for her. It's like
Yeah,
she can't be, she's neither dead nor alive. So where is she?
right.
So many
I
questions.
will say the first time I watched it when it first came out, I was not a big Max fan. I just, and it's not that I thought that she was a bad character. I just, there's so many things going on in the show, and like the first watch, you can only retain so much. So like
Right.
Max just was not on my radar, but rewatching it, I can definitely see the appreciation and the love for her character.
Hmm.
I don't know what the future holds for her. I try not to get too like I've gone down the rabbit hole of like the conspiracy theories and the thought process and what everybody's thinking and where the buzz is. And I think the Duffer brothers are very smart. I think
Hmm.
that um I'm nervous for your girl Max because I don't know if you've been paying attention to all of the publicity that's been going on, but she's the only one that's been wearing all white at all of the premieres, and I'm like,
Oh
can we
no.
put her in red or black or
Or
blue? Like
some
white makes me feel like
she's gonna die.
where's my girl at? Like what the heck?
Oh. So the little brother, is it the little brother that they got out from the upside down or they found? What's his the
Will?
Will. That's his name. When I saw that preview, like the teaser trailer for Stranger Things,
Yeah.
and I saw Vecna looking at him saying, "You're gonna help me one more time," I jumped out of my seat saying, "I fucking knew it. It was him."
So I yeah, that did you watch the first 5 minutes?
This first 5 minutes of the fifth season.
So if you go on Netflix, they released the first four. It's they say it's 5 minutes. It's actually like 4 minutes, but um, it is yeah. It's what I expected. I definitely saw it coming, but then it got so dark and so uncomfortable so quickly in 4 quick minutes. Even my 14-year-old was like, I am very uncomfortable. And I was like, girl, me too. And this is the first 4 minutes. So, like, I don't know what this season has in store, but I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, you got to go
Uh,
watch the first 4 minutes.
oh,
It's wild.
I need to watch it.
It's wild.
I
It is
knew I knew there was something up with Will last
it's
season.
definitely going to answer a lot of not a lot of questions, but quite a few questions of I had a few questions of like when Will got attacked, like we saw the final moments when Will was in Castle Byers and the Demigorgon jumped in and got him, right?
Hmm.
And then we saw when he was found by Hopper and Joyce, but he was not at Castle Byers.
Right.
He was at another location. I've now since learned that that location is the library. At the time, I did not know the location,
Hmm.
but it's very intro. Like I always wondered, like, okay, well, like, how did he get there? Um, why him? Because like we've seen other people get snatched that season that met a very quick fate, like Barb. I mean, she got taken and immediately eaten. Like maybe not eaten, but like gone.
Hmm.
Like there was no sparing. So like I think we definitely needed the first 4 minutes to really set the tone. I definitely think it's going to shine a bigger light on Will's character because I feel like since he got taken, we've well, for me, I can't speak for everyone. For me, I feel like I've always seen Will as kind of a weaker character. Not like in
Yeah.
a mean way, just like he's the kid got grabbed and like he's always sick and like I don't know, like he just always seemed very weak. The first 4 minutes definitely alters that perspective of like, okay, maybe he's not as weak as the first four seasons have led me to believe.
Right.
And maybe that there is going to be a lot more we're going to see this season coming to light. So I'm excited for that.
Me too. Now we can't talk about Stranger Things without mentioning Eddie.
I love Eddie.
His epic, his sacrifice in the Upside Down was epic.
Yes. Yes.
Just this weird kid who's you know, vice president or president of the Hellfire Club, which I still need to get a sweater.
I have a hoodie. It is a
Oh,
tie-dye hoodie. I don't know where it's at right now, but I have a tie-dye hoodie that has the Hellfire Club. I actually got that on my bachelorette trip. I was like,
awesome.
that's what I want. Um, yeah, Eddie Munson is my favorite character. And we only get him for one season. And I did not expect Eddie to be my favorite character because I thought for sure I would latch on to one of the girls.
Hmm.
Um, but there is just something so honest and so beautiful about his character because I love characters that are seen in a certain way but are completely polar opposite than the way they seem. Like I
Hmm.
like misunderstood characters and I feel like Eddie Munson is exactly that. Everyone is scared of him and calls him names and thinks that he's like into all this awful stuff and like you just from the moment Chrissy dies,
Hmm.
like it's going to make me cry because like I just when I look at Eddie, I see a terrified kid that doesn't know what to do. And so like when I see the hate that he gets strictly because of the things that he loves and the things that make him happy and the things that like he connects to, it enrages me. And so like his death scene really messes me up because it's he gave his life to protect a town that hated him. And
Yeah.
like I love him. I love his character. I love his redemption arc. I love that by the end his final words is that he didn't run. And it really like rewatching it because I watched it pretty consecutively.
Hmm.
Um there's this really I like seeing all the contrasts and the parallels in Stranger Things. And one of them is the not the first time you meet Eddie, but when he's actually having the campaign
Right.
and Vecna comes out and the first thing that he really says to them is he says there's no shame in running, boys. And that's exactly how he explains it. And then the whole season, he does exactly that. He runs.
Hmm.
Um, and there kind of is a lot of shame in running. And you see that in his character is like the words that he spoke are almost like living throughout him through the season of there's no shame in running, but every single time he's asked about it he's so shameful that all he did was run, that he couldn't help Chrissy, that he couldn't figure it out, that he ran and hid. And like I love him. I love Eddie
Oh,
Munson. He's my favorite.
I
He
wish
deserves
they,
better.
yes, I
Like he
totally
deserves
agree.
better.
I wish he was in this next season, but such he was just one character that really stood out for the whole season. I think
Right.
each character in the whole series stand out in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite part, other than Eddie, um sacrificing himself is Dustin singing
Oh, that was
the never
fantastic.
ending story with his girlfriend.
That was fantastic. Yeah, that's a great scene.
Hmm.
I've since learned that apparently Gatton, who plays Dustin, is actually a Broadway kid.
Yeah.
So he is actually a phenomenal singer. And so I think that the Duffer Brothers wanted a way to kind of work that into the show.
Hmm.
And apparently Susie wasn't, so apparently the original concept for Dustin was that he was going to keep talking about this girlfriend. And then at the end, we were going to find out that he kind of made it all up.
Right.
Um, and then they decided that they would be a better idea if instead we had got that iconic singing moment. So that's where Susie came from. So Susie came to be so that we could see Gatton actually sing in the show, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, it's a great scene. That scene is so good. And I
Yeah.
love Susie. Susie's so good. Like I want
Oh
more of
yeah.
Susie.
She was like, "Sing it, Dustin. I won't help you," or something along those lines.
Right. She's like, sing it or I'm not helping. Woman that knows what she wants.
While they're just getting chased after this Demogorgon monster on the road, and they hear him singing over the radio.
Yep.
There
Yep.
is.
It's
Uh,
so good.
but I can. I will definitely watch the first 4 minutes. Um, after this. Oh, I
Yeah, I
can't
would
wait.
love to know your thoughts because it's like I said, it is everything that I feel like a lot of us needed to know and see, but then it just takes a very uncomfortable turn. And I don't know if they intended it to go in the direction that it went, but it definitely felt so gross and so uncomfortable.
Oh
So,
no. Oh
and I feel
no.
like a lot of people have kind of felt that same way where I'm like, I'm sure that this is what they intended. They wanted us to see this and feel this way, but like, oh, it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
Can't wait to watch it. So we'll do a lightning round, couple questions, and and then you could go ahead and put out your handles and all that to where people can follow you. So question number one: scariest horror movie you ever seen?
I'm gonna stick with the classic of Pet Cemetery.
It's so good.
That sister every time will I recently did a rewatch and it still holds true. It's freaky. I'm not a fan. Like
Mhm.
I am a fan, but I'm not a fan.
It's no, Stephen King lived right next to a pet cemetery when he was
That's
younger,
awesome.
and then he
That's
wrote
awesome.
about it after.
That's amazing.
So, horror villain that you could definitely outrun.
Ooh, that I could outrun.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Pearl. Like, I feel like I could take Pearl out. I don't
Pearl.
think I would run from her. I think I would go head to head with Pearl. Like, I wouldn't run from her. I would just be like, all right, look, Pearl, this is enough. We're this farm isn't big enough for the two of us.
I've watched this first one and the second one. I haven't watched the third one, Maxine.
Oh, it's good. Prepare yourself. There is a scene.
Hmm.
Um, prepare yourself. I don't want to give it away, but it is
Fair, fair.
I will tell you, if you watch it, just keep this in mind that when I watched it, I took my then 13-year-old to see this movie because I thought, what a great idea. I don't know why I thought, and then this scene came and the amount of like gasping and regret as a mom.
Oh God. Maybe I
So
should have never.
just brace yourself because there's
I,
a scene and you're going to know it as soon as it happens. You're like, oh my God. Yeah,
all right.
that scene. Yeah.
But she is so unhinged playing the
Pearl?
old lady, Pearl, then
Mm-hmm.
playing Maxine in the second one. So unhinged. I'm like,
So good.
what am I watching? Why
It's
is this
so
so
good.
good?
It's
I
so
can't
good.
can't
Ty
look
West
away.
is phenomenal. I love his movies. He does really good period piece movies.
Mhm. Wow. That that scene, I don't know if anyone has watched it, just cover your ears, just spoiler alert.
Mm.
That scene in Pearl with the scarecrow was very uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, I love that scene. I thought it was very uncomfortable, but like it was good.
Uh,
It was a good scene.
so horror movie, horror villain that you definitely cannot outrun.
Mm, I definitely cannot outrun.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with the creeper from Jeepers Creepers. If he decides that there's a body part on me that he wants, I do not think I can outrun him. Like, where could I go? He can. I mean, like, where could I go? Like, realistically, where can I go?
Nowhere.
Unless I just run until the time runs out. Like, in that, I don't think, yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't think I could outrun him. I think that he would mess me up for sure.
All right. So, movie monster that you'll try to befriend.
The creature from Frankenstein. I love him. I just want to protect him. And anyone that even looks in his direction in the wrong way, I am going to banshee rip their eyes out. I'm just don't even breathe in his direction in the wrong way because I will protect him with my life.
Speaking of Frankenstein, you have to watch Van Wilder's Frankenstein.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's
I'll have to
a
check it out.
satire, very comedic Frankenstein.
Okay,
If you watched Everybody Loves Raymond,
okay.
Frank Barone, the
Yeah,
dad,
yeah, yeah.
he's Frankenstein in the movie.
Interesting. I'll have to
Yeah.
check that out.
Um, best best horror movie snack.
Horror movie snack?
Mm-hmm.
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Every time I go to the movies, I always get Twizzlers. They're my favorite.
I uh I get popcorn.
Okay, popcorn's
Yeah.
good. Popcorn's a classic.
Popcorn and Sprite. I don't know
It's a
what it
good one.
is. Sprite keeps me awake.
Right, right. Yeah, Twizzlers
um
and a Coke.
Twizzlers and a Coke. All right.
Yeah.
Horror setting that would a horror setting that would eliminate you immediately.
I would eliminate me immediately.
Hmm.
Haunted house, like a haunted attraction. I'm terrified of those and I freeze up. I would walk in, an animatronic would like jump out at me and my body would freeze and the killer would immediately kill me. Like I would have no chance. I'd be so terrified.
Oh, cornfield for me. No,
Okay, okay.
I'm not doing a cornfield. I'm not
You're like,
walking through a
nope,
corn maze. Nope. I get
no way.
lost in Hall of Mirrors. Don't give me that. No. Um, all right. A horror movie that should never be remade.
Oh, horror movie that should never be remade. Ooh. Sounds really, I hate being mean to movies. I'm gonna go with Skinamarink, and that was a more recent movie, but that movie should never be remade. The movie itself is really hard to watch, but we should not ever remake it because I don't think we can make it any better. Or we could make it way worse, but like I don't think that movie is not great. It is a tough one to get through.
I've never seen that movie.
You don't want to. Don't even
So
ask me what it's about. I don't know. I got about 45 minutes into it and I was like, I still don't know what the movie is about. I had most of the film is like shot at the ceiling.
What?
I wish I was kidding.
All right, I have to. I probably won't watch it, but I gotta look that movie up. Skinamarink, you said?
Yes, Skinnamarink.
Skinamarink. Okay. I would say, and I would be really pissed if they ever remade this movie, The Shining.
Okay.
You can't remake that classic movie.
Yeah, you probably can't remake that. That's too much of a classic.
Yeah. If they ever touch that movie, there's a couple movies that they remade that I was really not happy about. But yeah, that movie you can't really touch it. You can't have someone. You could probably have Jack Nicholson's son play it, but it won't have the same feel.
Right, right.
You know?
It definitely wouldn't. I kind of felt that way. You know what? I want to revise the original Rosemary's Baby. I don't think it should be remade. I know it's been remade. I don't think it should be. It's perfect. It is probably the most perfect movie ever.
I've been told by my best friend she loves horror movies too to watch Rosemary's Baby, and I said
If
okay,
you
okay,
were
I'll
at all
watch it.
into like women's rights, feminism, anything like that,
Hmm.
Rosemary's Baby is such a phenomenal movie. It has such a profound history. I saw it when I was a kid, and
Hmm.
remember being like, okay, I've seen it. But I recently rewatched it as an adult, and it's probably up there as maybe my top favorite movie. Like it invokes an anger in me
Hmm.
that like I know it's intended to invoke an anger in me and I get it, but like the fact that a movie that was made in 1968 can still
Hmm.
piss me off in 2025 for the
Oh,
exact intended reasons that it's supposed to. Yeah,
I'm
it's
definitely
a
gonna
great movie.
definitely putting that on my watch list.
I don't know
And
how much of that movie you know about. I don't know if
uh,
you know the backstory.
zero, zero.
Um, that movie, well, it's based on the book.
Hmm.
And in 1966, they tried to pass abortion rights in New York City, and it was
Oh.
declined. They said, no, that's not okay. So they came out with Rosemary's Baby, and Rosemary's Baby is supposed to make you question what are you supposed to do if you are forced upon by the devil and are
Hmm.
now carrying the devil's baby. This movie came out in 1968.
Hmm.
And in 1969, they voted and they passed the legalization of abortion rights.
Hmm.
In fact, it was the first state that allowed other people to come to it to be able to get abortions because of this movie. This movie had such a profound, it was just such a profound movie because it really made people have to like question their beliefs of like,
Right.
okay, but like and again, the things that happen to Rosemary, the way they treat her, the way they really take away her body autonomy, this movie is it definitely made strides for women's rights. It's
Hmm.
a fantastic movie. It is Mia Farrow's performance is incredible. Definitely at least watch it once. It is very good.
I'll definitely put it on my watch list. I definitely like watching controversial movies.
Oh,
If
this one
it's
was very, very controversial. Like, I didn't again when I was younger, I didn't notice the underlining like things about it. But again, like the whole movie is just really messed up to the point where like there's a point in the movie where they tell Rosemary she's not allowed to read books about her pregnancy because in case her pregnancy is different, because it's going to be different because she's carrying Satan's baby. Um, she's like not allowed to go see doctors. And at the time,
hmm.
women, so at the time, if a woman went to the doctor and the doctor's like, oh, she has cancer, he is supposed to tell her husband first. And it's her husband's decision to whether or not she should know this.
What?
Yeah. Back in the 60s,
Wow.
when a woman went to the doctor, they were
Mhm.
the legal property of their husband, their spouse. So when they went to the doctors, if your husband said, "No, I don't want you to know what they told me in your doctor's appointment," they are legally not allowed to tell you. Um, and a lot of this, you see a lot of that in like Rosemary's Baby, where they like she wants to get a second opinion on something's wrong with her,
Mhm.
and her husband's like, "No, you're going to see the doctor I told you to see." And it is enraging. Like the amount of people that fail Rosemary in this movie, I'm like, I want to murder everyone in this movie.
That
Everyone
would
dies.
that would definitely piss me off. Like, no, I can't.
Like the whole time. Like I said, it is a fantastic movie.
Uh,
But it definitely by the end of it, I just remember being filled with rage. And I think for about 2 weeks after, I just kept thinking about it. And I was like, I'm so mad. Like I'm
mm-hmm.
so mad. Like it's a great movie. It made me feel things. So I stand by it.
Definitely on my watch list. Like, I was, I was raised in a Spanish Catholic family, and the whole
Mhm.
stuff in the Catholic Church and whatever. I've, I'm very different.
Right. No, I was
So,
raised Catholic myself. I understand.
yeah. So when they say, "Hey, don't watch this movie," I'm definitely gonna watch it. Like Da Vinci's
Right.
Code. Da Vinci's Code to this day is one of my
So
favorite movies.
good.
They say, "Don't watch Da Vinci Code." I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
go watch it real quick. I'm gonna go watch that real quick. I've actually been so there is a book that you can actually find on Amazon and on the TikTok shop that is the evolution of feminism through the horror lens, and it's called Scream With Me. And they really touch base on Rosemary's Baby, The Exorcist, The Omen. And it just really explains how those movies specifically had a hand in shaping women's rights, women's equality, all of that. So I've been trying to like really watch all of the movies that have been talked about in this book because I'm like, I want to know where it all came from. How did we get here? And Rosemary's Baby was the first one, and I was like, "Whoo, yeah, that's a good one. That was
oh,
a good one."
those are the other two movies I won't watch: The Omen or The Exorcist. Nope, don't give me that. No.
I just finished rewatching both of those, so
Oh no, no. I
they're so
I
good.
I can't. No spirits. No. If there's one thing that I won't do is mess with spirits. Nope.
Okay,
Movie, Ouija boards, all that stuff. Say no. Mm-mm. Keep me in my little bubble.
so that stuff doesn't scare me, but I get it.
No. But yeah. But I would like to thank you for being on here with me. It's been really
Of
fun.
course.
And for those who's watching, just let them know where they could find you.
So you guys can find me over on TikTok and on YouTube. YouTube I haven't really updated. That one is real Creep'n Meech. But my TikTok is my main one, which is just Creep'n Meech. And I post daily and I do reviews, a lot of deep dives into retro horror. I do a lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark deep dives. I'm in the Cinema Society Saturday group, so I do those on Saturdays. So just a lot of horror content.
And don't forget about her. I just seen this before you hopping on your toilet thoughts.
My toilet thoughts, yes.
Funny.
Yeah, well, so I had someone, I saw another creator do one of they did a toilet thought, and it was just like a random thing. And I was like, oh, that would be really funny. So every once in a while, when I have like just a thought that I have on the toilet, I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk about it right here, right now. A few of
uh,
them are very oddball ones. Some of them are like, I just discovered this and now I need to tell you from the toilet.
hey, no better than the present, right?
Right? Right.
uh, Thank you for joining. I hope we could do this again sometime.
Absolutely. Anytime. It was fun.
Same here.